What's happening? This is Remy D,
This is Jason Marsden.
and you're listening to the
Horror Squad podcast.
Horror Squad Quadcast. The Horror Squad Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Squad Podcast. This is episode number 397, where tonight we will be talking about 2025's Together. Little Dave Franco. Is it Alison Brie? Is
Alison
that her name?
Brie, correct.
Little Dave Franco, Alison Brie production. Did they plagiarize this? I don't know. We'll discuss later on. There's a whole thing about that. But I am here, of course, as always, with my two good friends. Steve and Todd. Gentlemen, how's it going? How's your week? Movie club coming up, Steve, correct?
Yeah. This Friday, so the day this episode releases, we're watching Horsehead, a psychosexual horror film.
A sequel to The Godfather.
Exactly. Yes. Or more like a spin-off than a sequel.
Yes.
But yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the movie's all about. I have no idea. So should be a fun time.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Very cool. Nothing really going on. In a couple weeks, I got Horror Hound, September
Nice.
12th through the 14th. Very pumped because Lee Winnell, writer Star saw Adam. He's gonna be there,
Is
and
that
I'm
like his
very
first
excited for that.
con? Like, I feel like he never
I've never
does
seen
them.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna be there. I'm super excited to get him on my Saw poster, which already has Dr. Gordon and Tobin Bell on there, plus Johnny Smith, who I know goes to a bunch of cons, but I've never seen her. She'll be there, so that'll be completing the poster. Unless you get Danny Glover, which I doubt, and James Wan, which is possible in the future. We'll see. But yeah, I'm so pumped. Thank you for the tickets, and I'll review it once the con is over.
And Todd, look at this. I pull up and look at the first thing that popped up on my phone. They're listening.
Oh, Horror Hound.
Horror Hound.
They're
listening,
always
man.
listening, dude.
Our phones are always listening, and I don't
They're
even live
always
near
listening.
Horror Hound.
Oh, this is a good con. Though we got Nick Castle,
is.
Jennifer Carpenter, the Hardy Boys, if you're into wrestling. Oh, and then also Fede Alvarez. I'm
Fede
getting for
Alvarez,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a huge one.
Huge.
Huge.
Um,
Oh,
I'm
and
on
the
the
dude from
fence.
Get Out and
Yeah, I'm
Cabin
on
in the
the
Woods.
fence for him.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Bradley
a good one.
Whitford, Frank Kranz, who plays the stoner, and then Kristen Connolly, who plays the main chick from Cabin in the Woods. I'm on the fence, though. It depends on how much they are. I would love to start like a little, 11 by 17 for them because that movie rocks, but I don't know. Con prices, as we've talked ad nauseum, are out of control, so we'll see what they are. But yeah, I'm pumped for those. Fede Alvarez and the Saw boys and girl will be really cool.
Has there
Awesome.
ever been a con in U.S. history
Oh,
that did not involve professional wrestlers? Because I think if you're even going to fucking Sailor Moon Con, Brutus the Barber Beefcake is going to be there for whatever fucking reason. It's weird. It's like every con I've ever been to, regardless of the theme, has always had pro wrestlers there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this one has three: Sting and the Hardy Boys.
Yes, Sting's on his con retirement tour.
Oh, really?
Like 1 year of cons
Yeah.
in makeup. I think he specifically said in makeup. So you might do it out of makeup in the future, but yeah.
he's getting lazy.
Yeah, I get it. It's sticky. I've been wearing a lot of makeup lately for the movie, and it's just like it's unpleasant.
This guy also gets paid a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, here's one that I haven't seen before. The guy that played Jason from Sweet Revenge, which I'll talk about what watched as per instructions. But
Who cares?
yeah, not into it. Not into it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
cons. I love cons, man. Especially when you're with buds, just hanging out.
absolutely. I'm gonna hit Horror Hound next year for sure. I already talked to Sam about it. We're gonna try to come out for sure.
Well,
Um,
we got a
Septem-
place to stay.
Probably the September one, right? Yeah, this one.
September's the biggest one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we'll come to then. I'll talk to
Sweet.
Sam about it. Although she's trying to she wants to go to what the hell is that? It's like a big Halloween con. It just happened. I forget the name of
Oh, I
it
know
right
what you're
now.
talking about.
It's
It's where they show like
in
attractions and
California.
stuff.
Yeah, Transworld maybe. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. It just happened like the other day.
That'd be really fun to go
But
to.
it's in California. I could be wrong. It might not be called that, but it's like
I
massive.
think you're right. I think it is Transworld.
Maybe. There's like
Mhm.
300 vendors and celebrities and a whole bunch of stuff. So it sounds pretty cool. So maybe we'll try to hit up both. We'll see. But anyway, what else do we got? Anything? Movies happening. I'm filming my movie
Hmm.
literally a week from today.
Very
That's
nice.
exciting. Cannot wait.
How much you
Uh,
shooting for to get done that weekend? 80,
hope
50?
I hope to film just about everything excluding the finale.
Nice. Which
So
is your
like
hardest part.
80, yeah, so like 80 to 85% of it I'm hoping to knock out
Very cool.
over the weekend. So filming over 3 days. Yeah, it should be awesome. Yeah, ready to go. Just have to sit down and make the filming schedule with Mike this weekend and for next weekend. So yeah, it's gonna be very exciting, very cool. So that's yeah. Then we're
What's
we're
happening?
almost there. It's almost in the can.
Mhm.
Ready for just nothing but editing, baby. So that's
Steve,
cool.
update?
Yeah, I'll be 95% done by also the same time this week, next week, because yeah, I'll just finish everything on my end. The last 5% I need to wait for someone, but it's going to happen sometime in September, so it's not going to be super long. And yeah, it's coming along. I'm tired of filming myself and I'm tired of wearing makeup and I'm just tired, but I'm really looking forward to having it done and editing. Editing will be so much easier. It's just I could be at my desk to listen to music and get her done.
Excellent. Yep, and we'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, still on schedule, right on schedule to be out early next year, early 2026. We cannot wait to show you guys. All right. So that's about it for our little intro. And now let's start the show with a little bit of what watched. I personally did not have time to watch anything. I worked like a madman this week, so unfortunately didn't have time to sit down and watch anything. So, gentlemen, you take it over and tell me what you've been watching this week.
Well, I'll start us off because you guys both talked about Sweet Revenge and kind of held your overall thoughts about the ending because I hadn't watched it yet. Sweet Revenge, fan film, I guess, teaser slash proof of concept or whatever for Jason Universe, sponsored by Angry Orchard, which I saw at Kroger, and I almost bought them, but they're $20. I was like, do I really need a Jason fucking beer? I'm like, yes, I do, but I didn't buy it yet, but I will go back because I'm a freaking turd. But yeah, I mean, typical easy setup. These younger people are going to Camp Crystal Lake, and of course, like, oh, you don't know the fucking legend, Jason? Like, oh, fuck, really? And then Jason comes out, baby, and he runs amok. When it's 13 minutes long, right? So there's not a lot of wasted time here. But when Jason's killing people, dude, oh my word, I was so into it. He goes from like killing one person to like all of them in the span of a few minutes, which is really cool. It's nonstop, and they're brutal, they're violent, extra practical effects. I loved it. I agree though when you guys said that Jason was a little skinny, and yeah, he wasn't that physically imposing, so we got to work on that. Nothing to the actor. I mean, that's his body type, so the people that selected him as a character is like, come on, Jason needs to be big, he needs to be imposing. You want to have Michael Myers be a little dude, you know what I mean? Same thing for Jason. The problem I have with it is that ending, like, okay, implying that the lake turns people evil or something and into a murderer, because she dies and comes back, right? Drowns and comes back just like Jason did. And then now she's gonna like face off with Jason. Get the fuck out of here. Jason is breaking you over his knee. Shut up. I hated that part. If that's the route they're going with this series, I don't want any part of it. It's a very simple formula. Jason He's wants revenge, and he's going to take it out on these people at the lake, and regardless of why they're there, whether summer camp, hanging out, fucking living there, whatever it is. Jason's coming to kill you, and that's it. No fucking other agenda, nothing. So it's very simple. Leave it at that. That being said, I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3 out of 5, but that ending really sucked the life out of it for me. But what do you guys think about it? The ending overall?
Yeah, I don't like it. I like the idea that Jason's kind of like a unique situation. He's the one who somehow lived by drowning and coming back to kill everyone. To have just other people with really no reason to come out and start killing and being kind of like him is just, I don't know, it doesn't sit well with me. There's probably a ton of people drowned in Camp Crystal Lake, to be honest with you. That's just the way life is. And where are they? Are they also out there like killing people? I just didn't really vibe with that whole idea. I don't know if that was just a thing for this specific project, or this is actually what they want to do going forward. But I hope this was kind of just like a feeler. And from what I understand, people mostly universally don't like the whole concept. But I agree with you. The whole thing is solid, and it's got cool kills and everything. And yeah, I do think people should at least watch it.
Yeah, I mean the ending ruined it for me for sure because I thought I was like, yeah, this is fine, and then I despised the ending so much. First of all, I found it like so unrealistic about like the cheating boyfriend, so she's gonna kill. Like that's fucking extreme. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, that's stupid. And then just like her and Jason, like, I don't know, is she gonna join Jason or is she gonna face off with him? Like they didn't really fully explain that, but the way it seemed, it was like they were gonna team up or something like that. Which is stupid. So yeah, no, I don't think we'll see anything like that again. Like, I don't think that's the direction they're gonna go in. I just think it was sort of a cute short that someone wrote and they, went with that ending. But I don't think we'll ever see that something like that again. This whole Jason universe thing, though, is I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see a movie. Like, it just seems like a big cash grab right now. And they don't really seem focused on like wanting to make a movie. So I don't know. It's really bizarre what's happening with Jason right now. But I think we got to see a movie eventually, and I think they should go with the found footage script that's out there somewhere. I still love that
That's so cool.
idea and that script, so I would love to see that down the road. They
I
should have done
agree.
that for the short. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that script was amazing. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, Sweet Revenge, 3 out of 5, and that's over on YouTube for free.
A question for you, Todd. Did
Mhm.
it give you feelings of the Friday the 13th game? Because it's really quick. All the counselors like immediately go to the car and then they're
Yeah.
like struggling. Oh my God, I don't have the key. And then the other character is like, no, I got the key. Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
time I'm
now that
like,
you
oh my
mention that.
God. It's like a mission of the game, like what we used to play.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't have gas? There's a gas can somewhere around here.
Right?
Yeah, I miss that game though. I know we're not doing news, but the Halloween game, initially I was like, no, because fucking Gun produced Friday 13th and it fell apart. Maybe not their fault because of the legal battle, but then they produced Texas Chainsaw Massacre and they've abandoned it after 2 years. So I'm like, no, fucking Gun. Apparently they have a smaller handprint on it, or footprint on it. Plus there's a dedicated single player campaign that isn't just bots. So I'm
Yeah,
fucking pumped for
but
that.
what's it gonna actually be is my question. Like, like I
The
feel like
story?
yeah, the story mode, right? Like, I feel like it's gonna be like afterthought. Like I think they're gonna
Mm,
focus on the multiplayer thing because that's what they always do, and this like quote unquote single player story mode is going to be like 1 hour or something like that, and just to get people to buy it, and
hmm
it's really gonna not be that great. We'll see,
Yeah, we'll
but
see.
yeah, I mean it's cool. It's cool that all these horror games are coming out, but I wish they focus like Hellraiser. Just make it a fucking awesome single player game that like they're doing. But instead it's I mean, we've said it a million times. I think we all dislike these sort of multiplayer faceted games and yeah, I mean, I would just love to see an awesome single player and maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe this will be a really great single player Halloween game. I don't know. I will say the trailer didn't blow me away though. Like the trailer for it
Michael
didn't.
looked a little weird too. His
He
head was
did.
huge.
He did. He did. He looked really weird. And man, whoever they cast to play Loomis's voice was
Not
awful.
great.
Didn't sound anything like Loomis at all.
Yeah, which is weird because they just did Halloween Ends and Kills with the flashback, right?
hmm
And that guy was killed it.
Yeah.
So like, why this actor's available? Come on. But I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so my first one is a movie I watched over on Tubi, and that is 1984's Blood Theater. I'd never heard of this one before, but I was, scrolling Tubi looking for something to watch, and I mean, shit, a movie from the 1980s set in the theater, I'm in. So the story is about a theater that has a massacre in it, and then it closes, and then years later, another theater chain decides to buy that theater out to reopen it. So he sends 3 employees to reopen that theater and get things going again. And the movie is kind of about the theater being either haunted or maybe it's a slasher or there's something killing people in that theater. And that's kind of what the whole thing's about. I had high hopes for this movie because I love the setting and I just enjoy watching, 80s slashers. But oh my God, this fucking movie is terrible. They focus on slapstick humor, and slapstick is probably my least favorite type of humor. I just do not like it. They do that thing where, yeah, fucking super old reference here because I'm an old guy, in MASH, where they have like a PA system that says things, but you never see who's actually saying those things on the PA system. It works a little bit in MASH, but in this, it's constant. It's just constant joke after joke after joke from this like mystery PA system, but not a single time did I laugh. It is so fucking dumb. And just the whole movie is just so bad. I don't think there's a single moment in the whole movie that I thought was funny. And they tried really hard to put in comedy into this. The acting is absolute garbage. The horror isn't that good. The kills aren't that good. Really, honestly, this would probably be a half star had it not been set in a theater because I just enjoy the theater setting. So I was somewhat amused by the fact that they were in a theater. So I'm giving it 1 star, but barely. So that
Ouch.
is Blood Theater 1984 over on Tubi.
Brutal. Cool title though.
Yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck?
Remake potential from
Yeah,
us.
hopefully.
All right, my last one here is another an 80s film like Steve. It's Death Ship from 1980. Basically, these people are on like a party cruise kind of thing, and they're with this like grumpy captains. Like, I used to be in the Navy for fucking 40 years, and now I gotta pilot around a bunch of drunks and fucking people dancing, and I don't like waving, and I don't like kids, and blah blah blah. Meanwhile, there's a abandoned ship that's like closing with them, and they're like the other guys are like, "Oh fuck, let's move out of their way." Like, "Oh shit, it's trying to hit us," and it hits them, sinks the boat, and like 7 people live from the cruise ship, and they get in their little, buoy, and then they find this ship that's abandoned, not knowing it's the one that struck them, sinking them. Turns out it was abandoned Nazi ghost ship that's been floating in the seas for what, 40 years at this point, from World War II to 80. And yeah, it's basically a haunted ghost ship where the crew is like, oh, this record player turned on, is playing creepy music. Oh, the old movie theater thing turned on, and now it's playing this movie. Oh, I'm creeped out. Oh, there's voices. The problem with it is amazing set. The ship is really freaking cool. It's shot well. Characters are fine. It just wasn't scary. It was super boring, very slow paced, and it could be effective if it's scary, but if it's slow and not scary, then you have a problem. So that's Ghost Ship from 80 about a Nazi ship taking revenge, right? And I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, and that's over on Tubi. Really cool poster art though, so go check that out.
It looks just like the Ghost Ship poster art.
It does.
Yeah,
Ghost Ship
but
totally ripped it off.
but Death Ship,
Death Ship.
it's Ghost Ship. Raj are like, hey, what can we do here?
Right. Nice. I didn't watch anything horror-wise, but I will say true crime fans, if you're into anything, Sam and I started on the Yogurt Shop murders on HBO Max, which is a very interesting story. So check that out. And also over on Hulu, there's one called the Delphi Murders, which is also very, very
You
good.
know, Delphi murders. That murderer can suck a wiener. He's a giant piece of shit,
Man, there's a
and
lot of
he should
people that
rot
don't
in.
think he did
No, no,
it.
no, no, no. He
There's a
should
lot
rot
of
in
people.
prison for the rest of his life. Fuck it.
There's a lot of people that don't think he did it,
Yeah,
man.
but
I think he
I've
did. I
I've
think he
heard
did
of.
after watching the doc, though.
Oh yeah, fuck him. Watch that
Mm.
video and then tell me it's not the same guy.
It looks just like him.
But
Yeah.
then like I don't like the doc. I haven't watched it all, but like I saw
Hmm.
like some clips, and they make the wife look like she's just like
Yeah.
the wife is complicit
She's in
with it.
complete denial for
Yeah.
sure.
And she's
Like,
like, he's my husband. He couldn't attempt to sexually assault these young girls and then murder them. No, he couldn't. Bitch, all the evidence points to him. You knew this guy, you know your husband, and then the police release a video and his voice, and you can't put two and two together. Like you're a piece of trash too. So fuck them. Rest in peace to Abby and Libby those murders because they didn't deserve that.
yeah. I will say, like, the doc goes, without getting too spoilery, the doc goes into some interesting territory regarding, like, cults, because of the way the bodies were positioned and stuff like that, which is an interesting rabbit hole it went down. So, yeah, there's some interesting stuff there. But yeah, if you're into true crime, those two docs really solid. The Yogurt Shop Murders is not done yet. It's being released week by week by HBO Max. So I think it's a few episodes in so far. I don't know how many total there's going to be, but that is a pretty wild story. It's kind of reminded me of what was that one? Paris Lost. It's kind of like something. It's kind of going down that avenue where, these kind of guys were wrongfully convicted of it. So, but we'll find out what actually happens. But yep, check those two out for my true crime fans out there.
All right, so I have one last one tonight. So we are fast approaching episode 400, which is going to be our Toby Hooper retrospective. I only have 3 movies left to complete his filmography, so thank God, because he has a lot. But I saw this. It's not his technically, but it's a sequel to one of his, and I decided to watch it, and that is 2002's Crocodile 2: Death Swamp, which I watched over on Tubi. You'll hear about my thoughts about Crocodile in the Toby Hooper retrospective, but Crocodile 2 is about these bank robbers who do a bank heist, and they have this plan to fly to Mexico and do some kind of drop off, which will give them money and let them basically disappear and enjoy their money and everything like that. Meanwhile, you have one of the flight crew who is going to join her boyfriend, who they're kind of having problems, and they're doing kind of one last trip to maybe rekindle the romance, a little bit like Together. And she just has to do this one last flight before doing that. So they take off, and things go wrong because of the weather. So the bank robbers hijack the plane, tell them they have to keep going towards Mexico. They can't stop anywhere else. So they actually crash the plane, and they happen to crash it somewhere where there is a crocodile that's attacking them. But the bank robbers quickly dispose of that crocodile and then start bossing the survivors around to walk towards their endpoint. However, Big Mama Crocodile does not like this because she sees the body of her little child crocodile, and she takes absolute sweet revenge. So that's kind of the story. Very basic story. It even has the absolute classic. Her boyfriend goes to a bar and finds a tracker who's retired, and he's the best tracker in the world, and he happens to be American in Mexico. I'm retired. But money will get him to do the work, which is fucking funny because every creature feature does this exact same thing. And for the film, honestly, it's pretty good. It takes way too fucking long to get to the crocodile. There's a good 40 minutes of them, kind of hijacking the plane, doing the bank robbery and all that stuff. But once they actually do get to the swamp and, the kind of mama crocodile takes over, it's pretty fucking awesome. I'm not going to lie. However, of course, since it's a low budget movie, the acting and dialogue are pretty atrocious at times. The story is very basic, but I had fun with it. And I will say, I actually enjoy this one more than Crocodile, the Toby Hooper one. So, if you're looking for a solid creature feature and don't expect too much out of it, I would check this one out. So that's Crocodile 2: Death Swamp over on Tubi.
Yeah, I read that one was better, so maybe I'll give it a watch every now and then, sometime.
Nice.
It's
All right.
good. It was surprisingly good. I really didn't expect it to be this much fun. But
Excellent.
because it's like a lot of survivors, there are a ton of victims to play with, which is always fun. So
Sweet.
Fuck them.
Well, I'm pretty close to. I got, I think, 35 Hooper movies
you're
to
there.
watch
You're almost- you're almost there, dude.
in a few episodes away. So I'll be on a binge pretty soon here.
yeah, good luck, man. Some of them are not. I had to buy 3 of them. I had to rent a couple. I had to find some on YouTube. I had to
The Djinn. Is that how you pronounce it?
That's his last movie, right?
Djinn?
the
Djinn,
Djinn,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's just Djinn, the D silent.
Yeah, I think
AKA
so.
Wishmaster.
Wishmaster, United Arab Emirates edition. Yeah, that one sucks.
Actually, he has a lot of Robert
Paycheck
Englund
movies.
ones. I just watched one last night called Night Terrors, where he plays Marquis de Sade. I'm gonna have a lot to say about that one.
Very nice.
I actually put a picture on our Discord. There's a guy full ass naked, dick swinging around
Oh,
on a white horse on a beach, and the scene lasts super long, and it's just him riding this horse with the dick flowing in the
Big ol'
wind.
swinging dick.
The movie is it's an interesting movie.
That's the perfect movie for you.
I'll say that much.
wow. All right.
It's 2 things Steve loves in this world: is horses and dick.
Well,
And the
Horsehead,
beach. Trifecta.
Horsehead this tonight.
Yeah,
Movie
that's right.
Club.
Yeah,
Tune
Just
in.
can't stop.
Alrighty, gentlemen, thank you so much. And now it is time for Mr. Todd.
Oh.
I see it already. Wow, look at that book. It's so big behind you. Can you lift it? Oh my god. Drop it and let's hear them scores for trivia.
All right, let me thumb through the pages here. Oh, here we go. Q3, Steven, a commanding lead with 13. Myself with 8. Joseph with 6. Q3, trivia. All right. Who's leading? Who's leading off today?
I'll lead us.
Oh,
I'll be the leader.
Papa Smurf's leading it.
I
I
have
don't
a
know why I called you
theme.
that.
I have a theme tonight, but I won't disclose the theme just yet. We'll
Okay.
see if you can put it together.
The theme is Dave
The
Franco.
theme is he came up with these 4 minutes
Todd, you
ago.
guessed it. Todd, you already guessed it. So I will say the theme is Dave Franco
Oh.
this week.
He's in 2 movies, I know.
In this Dave
Should I guess
Franco
right now? Should I
movie,
guess right now?
in the early stages of development of this Dave Franco movie, Heath Ledger was considered for the role of the lead, but unfortunately passed away. I will say it is a remake to a very popular horror movie.
David Franco's in.
And he's
What the
had
fuck?
like it had to be in Heath Ledger's like time.
What, like 2004?
2000, I will say 2008.
2008?
Well, actually, he passed away in 2008. So the movie was released right around that time too, I would guess.
It's a remake. Shoot, I have no clue.
The movie was released in 2011. And I will
Um,
say it is a movie we have covered on this podcast.
No way.
Way.
Believe it. Was Dave Franco in the Carrie remake? I don't know if we covered that, but I'm gonna guess Carrie remake.
Carrie remake is incorrect. And I don't think, did we cover that? I don't think we ever did.
I don't know.
Was he
Have we ever
Well,
covered
no,
Carrie?
we've never
in
done a
general?
Carrie.
None of them.
No?
We might
was,
need to.
Was he in Fright Night?
He was in Fright Night, Steve. You are correct.
What the fuck is he in Fright Night?
He
He's like
played
the neighbor
character of Mark. He was like
or the brother, and
Is
Bully?
he like a
Was-
bully or something?
maybe the bully in high
Oh,
school. I
that
don't know.
tracks.
Yeah.
So Heath Ledger was gonna be Anton Yelchin then, maybe?
No, he would have been Jerry, the vampire.
Oh,
I like Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell's
Jerry.
character.
yeah. I mean, Heath Ledger is a great actor. So,
Yeah, that's true. You're up, Steve.
all right. So my theme this week, very simple, Kayla,
Dave Franco.
because I forgot to get questions, and they're all like the subtitles to
Oh boy.
movies.
Oh boy. All right.
Farts.
What is the subtitle to the film House 2?
The second story.
Correct.
Yes.
Nailed it.
That
Nailed it.
is absolutely
Nailed
correct.
it. All right. It is speculated in Jaws that the shark weighs how much?
Oh.
Jaws 1975. When the boys first see it, they're like, that's a 20-footer. And he's like, 25.
Yeah.
And then he says,
Yes.
wait.
It's gonna be a ton?
incorrect.
800 pounds.
Incorrect. The answer is 3 tons. He goes,
3
three.
tons.
He goes, 3 tons of them.
What does a ton weigh? I don't know. I
It's
couldn't even
2,000
1,000 pounds.
2,000?
So
1,000?
just-
No,
no,
it's
So we
1,000
would-
pounds. I thought ton was 1,000.
I thought a ton was 2,000.
Look it up.
Google it.
For a point. If it's 1,000, I get a point. If he's 2,000, he gets 1 point. And Joe gets -1.
I just
anyone's
get
right.
nothing.
How much is a ton?
A metric
pounds.
shit ton.
2,204 pounds.
We're both wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, they made the joke, and I don't know if you guys ever saw the joke of the guy who plays George Washington, and he talks about like the metric system versus like American system, and it's like how completely wrong it is, and he just like kind of makes fun of it. It's an SNL thing, very funny.
I haven't seen it.
It's Nate Berganzi or something. He's like,
Nate Bargatze.
yeah, he's so fucking funny.
Hmm.
Definitely recommend it.
All right.
All right,
Back to Joseph.
Is it?
Yep.
All right. Can you guess this Dave Franco movie?
Try.
Based on the IMDb.
it better be the one that I know.
All right. This movie
Mm-hmm.
was released in the year 2020
Oh,
fuck.
it's not the
With-
movie I was thinking of.
Me neither.
with an R rating, clocking in at 1 hour and 28 minutes.
Oh, I got it. I just need to think of the fucking title.
Categorized as psychological horror.
It's
Psychological
called,
thriller.
I will guess Joe?
Slasher horror.
I will guess. Hold on.
Suspense, mystery, and drama.
It is
Currently
called.
sitting at a
Damn it, let me
5.7 out
fucking
of
guess.
10.
Am
on
I on
IMDb.
mute?
No, go for it. You
It's
can
called The
guess.
Rental.
It is called
Ah,
The
man.
Rental.
See, I
You
had
are
the invitation
correct.
in my head, but I just didn't remember the name of it.
Not
No.
only starring Allison Brie and Dave Franco, but also directed by
Oh.
Dave Franco.
Interesting. Is it good? Never seen it.
It is very good. I liked it a
Very
lot.
good. Okay.
I
Was
don't
it top
remember what
10?
I gave it.
I think it was in my top 10 from that year, actually.
Very nice.
It wasn't in mine, but I'm a
Alright,
grunt.
Steven?
So, all right. Still a subtitle.
Okay.
What is the subtitle to The Children of the Corn 2?
The
Hmm.
Final Sacrifice.
Correct.
No.
Yes.
See, you guys
You know-
know this. See.
That's a
Yeah, I'm-
franchise I've only seen the first one. I don't think I've
Me too.
seen like there's like 15 of them, I think.
There's
Actually,
yeah.
that's a lie. I did see one of the more recent ones with the little girl and like there's the corn monster that comes to life
I haven't seen
and
that
like
one either.
it came out recently. I think it was like the remake or something.
Mm. Yeah, I've only seen the first one. Okay. In Halloween 1978, you've seen it. Tommy Doyle of
Seen it.
Evil Dies Tonight from Halloween Kills fame. Everyone knows him from that.
Yeah.
Tommy Doyle wears what type of Halloween costume?
Oh, that's a great question.
And
you.
Ghost?
Incorrect.
He is there
Oh,
with Lindsay.
Can I have a second guess?
After Joseph, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, he's there with Lindsay. She's like, how would you like to fucking watch
Yeah.
this thing with Lindsay? And he's like, yeah. And they
I don't
fucking-
know. A clown?
Incorrect. Steve.
Cowboy?
Incorrect. Joe.
Hmm.
Final guess.
Football player.
Incorrect. The correct answer is astronaut.
Ah.
Astronaut.
I don't remember that
Alright.
at all. I need to
Yeah.
rewatch
What was-
Halloween.
What is
Did
Lindsay,
Lindsay?
like a Indian
Did she
or
have
something?
a costume? Yeah, cowgirl
Or she-
maybe. I can't
Mm,
remember.
I
I
don't
don't know.
You know, ever since someone called me on it, I'm gonna fucking look this up. What was Tommy Doyle's Halloween costume?
You know what? I even have that as an autograph, like on my wall in the basement, but I don't remember.
Oh, like him in his costume?
Yeah, I have him and Lindsay both like together with
Oh, yeah,
Jamie,
together in their
Jamie Lee Curtis.
costumes.
I'm looking
and
at
then-
Lindsay and she doesn't have a costume on.
Mm.
She's just wearing like overalls and pigtails.
Oh,
So interesting.
too cool, huh?
Too cool for school. All right.
All right, Jim.
Joe.
Back to me?
Yep.
Okay. Can you guess this Dave Franco movie based
Try.
on the 3 Letterboxd reviews? Number 1. I'll just say this one first because it's a classic. Dave Franco always does such a good job playing a little bitch. That is the
Warm
review.
Bodies.
Incorrect.
That's
Day
what I think
Shift?
about the entire time.
What?
Day Shift.
It is Day Shift.
That's the only other one I knew. I was like, what are the? I was also gonna maybe say Warm Bodies. I'm like, I better wait to see it.
You guys
the
didn't
only
even
one I
wait for the
know.
other 2 reviews. Wow. I was going to read both of your reviews.
Because if it wasn't one of those two, honestly,
What is?
no,
Oh, Day Shift's a vampire one.
yeah, we
Yeah.
also covered.
We covered
Okay,
it.
okay, okay. He pisses his pants and everything.
Yeah.
I like this character in that.
All right. So subtitle. What is the subtitle of Jack Frost 2?
Ooh.
Ooh, good question. I've always loved those VHS covers too. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Frost 2 is it's something fucking
Deep freeze.
Wrong.
like your thought process though. Jack Frost 2. I'm gonna just kick myself for this. Don't remember. Jack Frost 2. I don't know.
It's a long one. I'll say that.
Oh, I don't know if I've definitely seen Jack Frost too.
Yeah, I remember he turns into Ice Cube and like goes on a model's boob.
Okay.
Jack Frost 2. All right, I don't know. Go for
All
it.
right. The answer was Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman.
Yeah, fucker.
I would have never gotten that.
I was thinking like Return to something.
Thank you, Kayla.
Kayla. All right, my turn.
Yep.
All right, Steve, since you're in the lead tonight, pick a number between 2,301 and 2,313.
Let's go 309.
309 is the following. Okay,
That might
Tagline.
Be a Dave Franco movie.
No, it's not. The only one I know.
Yeah.
Warm Bodies. Tagline: Fear comes home. Fear comes home.
Jesus.
Halloween 6.
Incorrect. I like that though. I like that. Fear comes home. I'll give you a hint after Steve guesses.
Okay.
I have no idea. Just
No idea.
give
This came out between 2010 and 2020 and is entering a very popular franchise of this generation.
This generation.
Yeah, Fear comes home.
I'll say Halloween, like
One of those.
2018. Yeah.
Incorrect. Joseph
Fear
comes home.
It's gotta be. It's not a Halloween. Are we?
Nope,
It's
not a
definitely not a
Halloween.
Halloween. Okay.
No, but it's a very popular franchise of this generation's movies. Fear comes
Oh,
home.
I think
Going
I-
once.
Shit. The Conjuring 2.
Incorrect.
I'm gonna guess, but it doesn't count because I already went. Was it Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
It wasn't. The answer
Oh.
was Insidious, The Last Key. Fear
Ah,
comes home.
Interesting.
that is
Yep,
interesting.
yep. All right. Steve and I tied with 2 apiece tonight. Joe with 1, which brings us to Steve with 15, myself 10, Joseph 7 for Q3.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And now it is time for our main event of the evening, 2025's Together, directed by Michael Shanks and starring Carl Richmond, Mia Morrissey, Damon Harriman, Allison Brie, and Dave Franco as Tim. Plot. Years into their relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroads as they move to the country. With tensions already flaring, an encounter with an unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh. Ooh, spooky. That was a pretty good plot synopsis, I would say. But Todd, let's dig a little deeper into that flesh.
Oh.
And tell us about Together.
All right. So we start off with a missing couple in the woods, right? People are looking for him. Dogs are looking for him. The search dogs come across like this weird fucking cave, right? With some dank, dark water that probably smells like an asshole. They take a drink, they go back to their little farmhouse, where the fuck it's at, and then they start kind of meshing together like the monster in the Thing, dog monster thing kind of thing. And then quick cut, and we're introduced into Millie and Tim, played by Allison Brie and Dave Franco, and they're like a mid-30s couple, kind of struggling, right? Millie is got her head on her shoulders. She's a school teacher. Tim, on the other hand, is a little fucking loser, dude. I'm gonna say it. He's a little loser. He's hanging on to these things that he's gonna be this rock star, right? So he's doing gigs, he's doing bands, he's like edgy, he's cool, he's outside smoking a cigarette and shit, like, hey, look at me, I'm fucking Dave Franco. Yeah, Dave Franco, not James Franco. I'm Dave Franco. Millie convinces him to, like, you know what, we got this fucking house out in the country, let's leave the city. And he's like, but I want to be in my band. And like the band's like, dude, you're gonna like move away, not be in our band. And he's like, we got a gig. He's like, I'll fucking drive 2 hours, bro, even though I don't have a fucking car. Because once again, I'm a loser and I depend on my girlfriend for everything. And I wonder why she doesn't like me. I wonder why she thinks a little bit less of me. Because, bitch, you don't have a job and you're not doing anything to contribute to the family. Anyway, they move out to the country. She starts teaching, meets a friend, this dude, this little older, he might have a thing for her, but it turns out he's just, an odd fellow, right? He swings for the other team too, so it doesn't really matter. He likes her as a friend, Tim. Get over it, you fuck. They go hiking. Of course, they're ill prepared. They get lost in this fucking butthole cave. And he's like, the stupidest move of all time. One, Todd tip, don't drink water out in the woods unless you're fucking dying. You guys were in the cave for like 6 hours, dude. You're not dying of thirst, bitch. He's like, I'm fucking so thirsty. I'm gonna drink this dank ass butthole water, and they do it. And of course,
That they
start
could have
feeling
easily
ill.
gotten out of because they get themselves out of it anyway.
Right. But the rain's coming down, Joe. I don't want to get rain on me. Shut up, fucking Dave Franco, you bitch. So they like drink the water, pass out, wake up. They're a little stuck. Oh, what is that? Oh, I think it's moss or some shit. Then they magically climb out of the hole, like Joe just mentioned. No harm, no foul. Go back to the house, and now there's some weird shit going on where Dave Franco, like, he physically cannot be away from her. He starts freaking out. He starts like hallucinating or like, having seizures almost, and just he needs to be by her physically. There's a weird attraction. The guy that she met from the school, who's also a teacher, has nefarious means, right? And then we just go from there. We learn that they're affected where they have to be together, and now when their bodies are attracted to each other, they start melding together. So they're trying to figure out how to stop that by any means necessary. Also, another big plot point is they don't have sex anymore, dude, because Dave Franco walked in on his parents, his father dead, and the mom in the bed next to him, like, which is a really scary scene, very effective, and it kind of fucked him up emotionally, understandably. So he doesn't want to have sex, and she's kind of fucking bummed out. And everyone's like, "Dump that motherfucker, dump the zero, get yourself a hero that wants to bang you." And I quote her friend saying that. So, yeah, so now we're following them along as they try to figure out what's going on. Uh, Liked it a lot, didn't love it, and something towards the end really dropped it down significantly for me. But overall, I thought it was a fine film. I didn't really believe, and this is weird because Allison and Franco are married in real life. I didn't really buy them as a couple. Like, I don't know if that was like the acting choices or like the characters themselves, but like I didn't really have the chemistry, man. Like I didn't really feel it from them. So I don't know. Maybe it was just an acting thing, but overall I enjoyed it, but I did have a lot of problems, especially towards the end there. So what about you guys?
Yeah, this is one that had on my radar for sure, after seeing the trailer. And yeah, overall, I did. I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. It grabbed me like right away, pretty much. Like I thought, I bought them as a couple personally, because I think like, everyone kind of goes through those, ebbs and flows in a relationship, and they're sort of in that downward, spiral in their relationship of whether like, are we going to stay together? Are we not going to stay together? Oh, let's like move far away from everybody and try that. Maybe not the smartest idea, but sometimes you do extreme stuff to try to save a relationship. So they're like a struggling couple. So like I felt that was pretty believable. And both characters sort of have these sort of different personalities and whatnot. So yeah, I found that to be like really interesting. And then you sort of get into sort of this mysterious sort of cave thing going on too, which I found to be really fascinating. Curious where it was going to go. And I liked personally where it went. And I thought all the body horror was great. I mean, it reminded me very Cronenberg esque, obviously, and better than what Cronenberg's been putting out lately, honestly, after my review of The Shrouds a few weeks ago. So yeah, I really dug it. I thought it was definitely like a Cronenberg like throwback to the 80s sort of style movie with the body horror. I would have liked more body horror though, honestly. That would probably be my biggest sort of complaint, but when you do get the body horror, it's pretty awesome. And we'll get into obviously the sort of the twist, I guess, later, but yeah, overall really solid, really liked it. Honestly, one of my favorites of the year, horror-wise so far.
Yeah, sounds like I'm kind of in between you guys. I liked it. It was really interesting. I really liked the concept of it. I was curious as to where it was going. There were some pretty cool like moments, like Todd said, the flashback of him, kind of seeing the dead dad with the mother being all like kind of freaky looking. You also see the kind of meshed dogs at the beginning, like near the beginning of the film, which was pretty creepy. And yeah, I had some good, like, interesting moments. I really liked the idea of them like slowly melding together, like emotionally both, and then eventually physically as well. Yeah, I thought it was just an interesting concept, very easy to watch. There aren't a ton of characters, so it's easy to follow kind of who's who and what's going on. I was curious. Obviously, the other teachers up to something, right? So I was always like, okay, what's going to be his deal? Because obviously there's going to be something going on here. Yeah, it's just I do have some issues, which I'll talk about later, but overall, I think it was a good experience.
Well, I just Googled something because it's a problem I have with the film, and it's a little bit later when they take a fuck ton of muscle relaxers. And I'm like, how many muscle relaxers will kill you? And then now it's doing me nothing but suicide hotline thing. So
Yeah,
if you're planning to hurt yourself, please don't do that. But I can't find this information on that. But I'm assuming taking muscle relaxers will fucking kill you, right? And they
probably.
took like the whole bottle between
Mhm.
themselves. So they should have been dead. But yeah, man, like I agree with Joe that the body horror is really dope. However, I think if I would have not seen the substance, this stuff would have hit harder because substance just fucking knocked it out of the park, right? That was like that's like the new fucking crown jewel of body horror, right? But this one, it was a little tame, compared to what I thought it would be. I did love the stretchy dick scene. With another Todd tip,
You
don't have
would.
sex. I would love that. Another Todd tip, don't have sex in a elementary school bathroom. You're just asking for to be arrested. So don't do that. But I thought that scene was fucking hilarious when his dick's fucking stuck in her vagina and she has to stretch it out and you see it stretching. That was funny. Stunt dick?
Felt painful.
Was it
Yeah,
a
it
stunt
is.
dick?
Yeah, it was a stunt dick. Yes,
Okay.
I read that on trivia somewhere. Yeah,
Stunt dick.
Yeah, Joe immediately went to the internet, like,
Yeah, he's
was
like,
I
that
oh,
stunt
that's
dick
did.
or
actually,
is
I
that
was
that's
James
actually
like,
Franco's real dick.
Franco?
I got excited. What can I say?
Yeah. You know what's funny? Speaking of nudity in the movie, I don't think I've seen a single Alison Brie like film or project where she doesn't get naked, and the whole film she doesn't get
Nice.
naked, and I'm like, wow, that's super weird. You'd think of all the movies, this is the one,
She gets
but
naked.
she does it right at the
The
end.
end.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Just
I
get
was
tit.
like, for me to actually actively think like, wow, it's weird for her not to get naked in this movie of all the things she's done. Like she walks around fucking casually naked in random ass movies that really don't need nudity, you know? So yeah, it was
Hey, I'm for it. I'm for it. How do you guys feel about like the physical attraction where James Franco is literally like getting dragged across the fucking bathroom when
I
she's
thought it
driving
was
away from him?
loved it. I loved that. I loved that scene. I mean, there's a lot of like cool. Man, the fuck. I think the coolest body horror scene, maybe besides the ending, is the hair scene. Man, when like she's sleeping and like he's like sucking her hair into his mouth. That whole scene was like, oh man, that was wild. I remember the whole theater kind of gasped in that scene, but that was really memorable. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously the movie I think is like kind of obviously caked in the metaphor too of a couple like they're sort of like it's like magnetic, right? Like they're you put two magnets together, and like it's like they're either gonna push apart or they're gonna come together. And with this like relationship struggling so much, like I really loved that whole sort of thing they were going for there. I thought it was really cool, really interesting way to sort of pull that in. Now, whether that story was stolen or not, well, time will tell, I guess, because obviously they were accused of plagiarizing this. I haven't heard anything since, so I don't know if this is going to go to court and then because the movie did do pretty well in theaters, I think. So whether if they lose the lawsuit, is this person going to get the money or what? I don't, I don't know. But we'll find out. That will happen on Horror News at some point. I'll keep you up to date on that. But yeah, man, I liked everything about it. All the body horror scenes were awesome, and I think it's because Dave Franco and Alison Brie really committed like to their roles. Like I thought they were both really great in this. And obviously they are a couple, so that helps clearly a lot.
yeah, I'm kind of like a little more on the Todd side with them, even though they definitely like went at it. You know, they didn't shy away from doing like crazy shit for the movie. I felt like a disconnect. Now, of course, the movie is about a couple that's disconnected, so it makes sense. But I don't know. I just have a feeling that it was more than that. It just me because they are the couple. They're like too comfortable with each other, and they were trying to act to disconnect too hard. I don't know what it is, but there's something that felt off between the two. And to be frank, I don't the actors are fine, but I didn't like these characters. So if I don't like the characters, who the fuck am I rooting for? And it's and that is always a problem for me. Like if I connected with those characters more, that I would care about what's going on, whereas I kind of didn't, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. I was hit or miss too, and I still enjoyed it. It was just, I guess
But haven't you
that
ever met like a couple like that though? That you're like,
Oh
why
my
are
God,
you guys
yes.
together? You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
I could connect with it because I was like, I've seen and even experienced things like this before, in a relationship or seen it in other relationships. So yeah, I bought it for sure. I bought into it.
Alright. I mean, let's get into the ending. They figure out that, the water is like a sub. Oh, also we
Well,
didn't
is
really
it the
touch on.
water? Like, is it the? I
No,
don't
I
know.
was just
Like,
gonna
it's not
say
really the
that.
water. It's like a cult. Like, obviously, it was like a weird ass cult, like living
Mhm.
in these woods, that had like this church out in the woods, right? But the
Yeah,
church
that
ended
that
up
cave is a
collapsing.
is a
Yeah,
church. Yeah, yeah. So the Butthole Cave is actually the collapsed church. So we didn't really touch
right.
on that, but her weird friend is a product of this. Let's just call it the substance, right? The product of this cave, and him and his partner were married, and it turns out that the perfect organism is the husband and the husband. Like you fill in the gaps and you become one person. You know what I mean?
That's what like this cult believes. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of yeah, it's interesting because you never really see everything about this cult or whatever, but like we see a videotape of the
hmm
ceremony, and that's really all we really know about this cult. Was the original couple part of this cult too, or were they just fell into the cave?
No,
I can't
I
remember.
think they became part of the cult, right? Like they weren't.
No,
They
they
went
fell in
out.
the cave though afterwards. Wasn't
The original couple that went
the
missing.
one that
I
we
couldn't
find though
remember.
eventually?
Oh yeah, you see them at the yeah,
We
that's right.
Yeah, no, that was just hikers, just like them, I thought.
Right. So I assume they rejected
Yeah,
Well,
that's what it seems,
the
right?
it looked like
thing.
the guy killed
Yeah.
himself mid-transfer, right?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like that was fucking cool.
That
I mean,
was cool.
that was awesome,
Yeah.
and that reminded me a lot of the Substance for
hmm
sure. That was probably the coolest body horror moment in this movie was that fucking whatever the hell you want to call it in
The mutant.
the butthole cave, as Todd likes to put it.
The ball game. Yeah, I love that part. But all right,
Yeah.
let's get to the ending. So they decide, for better or worse, to just go along with it, right?
Well, I
And
don't, did they have a choice at that point? Like you kind of have to, or
you can go to the hospital.
turn into the mutant thing, right? I would
No, no,
think
well, no, no, no. If you turn in,
it's either accept it or you're gonna fucking like turn into a fucking mutant thing by not accepting it.
well, they
Because
yeah,
like
but
because
that
the
guy killed
husband,
himself. That's why he didn't accept it, or died at least, because he had a.
I thought he died because they fought so hard not to accept it that like their bodies basically rejected it, like essentially. So he
He had
died.
a
Like
knife in his head though, so I think he died from the knife in the head.
did he? I don't.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't remember seeing a knife in the head. All right.
yeah. There was something stabbed in his head, so either the wife did it or he did it to himself. But I think that's why I
Okay.
couldn't finish.
Gotcha.
But either way, they become connected, and then at the very end, which is my least favorite scene in this entire movie, her parents come over to say hi, and then they open the door, and that's when the movie should have ended for me. Like,
Agreed.
leave it to our imagination. It could be a monster, it could be nothing. Just leave it alone. But it's like a little combination of both of them, which just raises way more questions than anything else. Because I'm
Sure.
calling the cops if this motherfucker opens the door saying, "I'm your son-in-law and daughter mutant combination." Like, ugh. But yeah, it was half a second scene that I fucking hated it.
It was a little silly. I laughed. You know what I mean?
hmm
So yeah, I agree. It wasn't necessary. Like it could have just been like a back of the head shot, like with the parents' reaction or something. Them showing it, I get why they did it, but I don't know if it was necessary either.
Yeah, I agree. I would also done like what Todd said. Like it's just the parents show up at the door, they open the door, and they drop like whatever dessert they were holding, and that's it.
Yeah.
You never actually see like who is at the door or what's at the door, and it's yeah. I guess
It was
my feeling is that the audience is stupid enough not to understand what was going on, so this is the best way to like hammer it home that the other teacher was basically the same thing, right? He was a combination of him and his boyfriend, so it's just kind of like confirming that. Whereas, I don't know if everyone would have understood that had they not seen the Allison Dave combo.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it as much as you though, did Todd. Like it didn't ruin the movie for me or ruin the experience, but I understand why you wouldn't have liked it either. Yeah, I mean, I laugh. Like I said, I got a laugh out of it. Like I don't know if that was the proper reaction or not. What they were going for, probably right. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, to compare it to a new movie that had comedy at the very end too,
Hmm.
um,
Weapons.
Weapons, yeah, exactly. We were all laughing, but then it went straight back to horror. This one ended with a fucking giggle, and then it was done. You're like, oh man, like my mood has just changed. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's like the movie was fine. I don't know why it costs fucking $17 million to produce either. Where did that money go?
Well,
To their
the
salaries?
effects probably, right? Like,
I
Yeah.
guess.
There was some pretty good effects in there.
The eyeballs merging was
oh
fucking
god, I
Yeah.
hate eyeball shit, man. I can't fucking watch like. God, you'd think it's an Italian movie. You know?
They love
Jesus.
their eyeballs.
Yeah, they love their eyeballs. Yeah, that was I did not like that at all, but in a good way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of like, but I agree with what Joe said. There was a little bit of merging. You know, you see their lips merge, you see their hips merge, you see like their arms merge, but there wasn't enough of it. I wish there
Stretch
was a
dick.
little more of it. For stretch dick being the
Joe immediately Googles.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Filmed in
Yeah.
21 days.
Oh, 17 million, 21 days, made 28 million. So, I mean, it made money, but not like a smash hit.
No, but it's also like came out right with weapons, and
Mhm.
you know that kind of took the air out of everything around it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Directors-
I mean, even for me, I watched Weapons the day before, so I did back to back, and because I saw Weapons, I feel like I was lower on this one because I kept in my head, I'm like, you know,
You were
it's
hyped
good,
up
but
already.
it's not as good. You know?
Yeah. I did it too. Friday was Weapon, Saturday was Together.
Yeah.
Or maybe opposite, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing. Yeah.
Ooh,
Um,
twinsies.
Twinsies. Directorial debut, pretty solid
Yeah.
for this
What's the
guy,
guy's name again?
Michael Shanks.
Michael Shanks. Cool.
So keep an eye out. I think a pretty solid
Absolutely.
debut for him. All right. I think we pretty much covered it all. So why don't we get into rating it? I'm gonna start because I'm gonna be the highest on this because I liked it the most, I think, based on all of our thoughts. Yeah, man, I personally loved it. I'd watch it again for sure. I thought it was a really interesting story. I was never bored watching it throughout. I always love cult horror as well. So anytime you're gonna throw a cult in there, I'm intrigued, and I think there's just enough there with the breadcrumbs to be like, oh shit, like what else was this cult doing and stuff. So I thought that was, I feel like it didn't like spell everything out to you, like it kind of left some, it kind of left to the audience to make some interpretations, which I always appreciate. And I really liked Dave Franco and Alison Brie. I thought they gave fantastic performances. And yeah, I was hooked from beginning to pretty much end. I agree with Todd. The ending, could have been a little better, but the body horror was great and everything was a lot of fun. And yeah, like I said, it's one of my favorites of the year. Currently, it's probably like it's in my top 5 right now, definitely. So yeah, I'm going high. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I loved it.
Well, I'm glad you loved it, Joseph. I'm lower. I didn't really buy the relationship, and I guess that's, it makes sense, Joe. This could be a couple that's realistic, but I just didn't buy it. And I wanted more, man. Once we get to that next step, let's keep going with it. Let's keep going higher and higher. So like when we already had the monster in the cave, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, let's have something crazy. And then it was just some fucking goofy thing at the end, which immediately made me laugh, and then immediately lost all the steam it had at that point, and that was the end of the movie. So I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's in my top 10, but just because my top 10 is pretty weak this year, so I think it's like 9 or 10 right now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm right between you guys on this one. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very interesting. I was into it, definitely. I like the body horror. I do wish there was a little bit more of the cult stuff. Joe mentioned that it's a lot of crumbs that we could kind of put together, but it wasn't enough to feed me. Like I wish there was just a little bit more of the cult. Maybe we see the cult just a little bit. Like it was just that one guy basically, and like videos of the rest of them. So, but overall, I thought it was a good movie. It's right now in my top 10, but it's like number 8 or 9, so I don't know if it'll actually stay there. I find it's been a pretty solid year so far, honestly, especially that we haven't hit September, October yet, which is like peak horror season. So I give it a 4 out of 5. It's a good one. Not necessarily one I want to rewatch though. It's like one I'm pretty happy one and done, but a solid movie nonetheless.
Yeah. This thing bring her back to introducing 2 sort of cults that never fully get
Yeah,
expressed.
they're actually next to each other in my top 10.
Yeah,
Still
Yeah.
need to watch
Yeah,
that one.
I think this year is definitely gotten better in the past like month to month and a half for
Yeah.
me. Sure, with like weapons, this and bring her back and stuff. So yeah, it's starting to turn into a pretty solid year overall. And Sinners, which I got to rewatch because, like I said, that between that and weapons, it's kind of a back and forth right now. I got to see what will be my number one currently, with still some heavy hitters to come, like Steve said, throughout the year. All right, and what do our friends over at Letterboxd have to say about this one? Currently sitting at a 3.4 out of 5 over on Letterboxd. So yeah, pretty high, pretty solid score from our friends at Letterboxd.
I had a question real quick. Steve, you
Yeah.
had a story, or is that not for the show?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, theater
Yeah.
experience.
So I have
That's
two
right.
theaters in my area. I have what I call the good theater, which is like close to me, and then I have the bad theater, which is in a really bad part of town. And the problem with that one is that people, I think, go there more to do drugs than they do actually watch the movies. But that's the theater that'll play the more obscure stuff. And unfortunately, Weapons was only in that theater. So I went there, and true to form, there was a lot of like, there's a guy like maybe two rows behind me who kept tweaking, like he kept like sniffing a lot, and like just like you could tell that he needed his hit, So there was a lot of that, and just people just being awkward and weird. But the weird situation that I had is that so the movie, like I'm not even kidding you, ended a second ago. Like we're almost still in that like final scene, and there's this couple that comes into the theater and go right in front of me and are looking at me like, "Hey, you're in my seat." Like I'm not even kidding you. The movie ended like 4 seconds ago, and they're in my face like, "You're in my
The
seat."
credits are rolling.
It just it just started, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, it's a every time I go to that theater, it's like an experience. It's just one of those things, especially if I go at night. They have an arcade there, and they have like a bunch of stuff that just brings up all sorts of interesting people. I mean, the fucking bathrooms are UV light, so people don't shoot up, because you can't see your veins in UV light.
You need to make sure you don't go to that
Whoa.
theater anymore, bud.
Well,
bizarro.
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to see, so.
Steve is dodging gunshots just to see fucking together.
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
meanwhile
That's
the
like
other
you're-
theaters like the complete opposite. Like I have pod seating with heated seats and like
You had to go with the commoners. You're like, what is this?
yeah,
I need extra. You found a crack pipe in your butter too? Or...
yeah, it's
I thought the story was gonna go down a Dave Franco penis stuck in the vagina type scenario
Oh,
when they said they
no.
walked in together, but
This
it's not
movie
where it
just
went.
got him going.
Yeah,
Just got him
right.
going.
yeah. We actually went to get a popcorn bucket there not too long ago because they also have the sick
Oh.
popcorn buckets just there, and they're like, "Oh, you seeing
Popcorn
a movie
trick?
too?" We're like, "Nope." Yeah, just here for the bucket. I am not fucking seeing a movie
You
here.
want you want your popcorn? Oh, speaking of popcorn buckets, my theater has 1 billion of those Megan buckets. If anyone wants one,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
let
they're
me know,
actually
I'll grab it for you.
selling
They're
them
selling
at
my
Halloween Horror
yeah,
Nights too.
and
Oh,
they're
really?
selling the Art the
The
Clown
Art with the
one
Clown one, too.
I
too.
saw
Yeah.
that, which bums me out because I'm like, oh, cool, I got this limited fucking, and then now
Yeah.
it's wholesale.
Anyway,
Fuck you.
Gosh damn it.
any way to make a buck.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Annabelle popcorn bucket
There's
that's
two
gone
of them.
viral because you can eat out of?
No.
It's like you can eat out of. It's like eating out of her ass,
Yeah.
basically. Like
It is.
I love that.
The other one is so much better. The one where she's
Yeah.
holding a bucket.
definitely.
I gotta
But
look
yeah,
these up.
that fucking standing one where you could eat it out of her ass is just like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Oh my god! You think
Yes.
you think the popcorn bucket phase is like gonna end at some point soon because it's getting
No.
kind of
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
you eat out of her ass for real.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. It's no
That's
joke.
crazy.
It's a weird fucking
The
design.
one with the bucket-
It's
really
a
sick, though.
the
It
one
is,
the bucket
yeah.
one's awesome, but the other one's a terrible design. It just
It
doesn't
is.
even. It looks awful. Yeah. It doesn't even look
Jeez.
like good. It doesn't even look like Annabelle either. Like on the front, it looks like really cheap, like Spirit Halloween, like shitty, like the Chucky's dolls they do and shit. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a really
Yeah, lame.
they're hit and
It's-
miss.
yeah.
These buckets.
Yeah, man.
That's
Dude, I saw the Jurassic World one. It's like a fucking massive dinosaur footprint
Oh, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell are you gonna
How
do
do you
with
eat
that?
out of
Like,
that?
yeah.
It's only like 2 inches
Some of them are
deep too.
ridiculous. Like, yeah. Some of it's like, where was the thought process in these things? Like, yeah. But I digress. Any other cool ones coming out this year?
I mean, my favorite one is it's not
The
horror,
monkey
but
one's the best one.
Yeah, I think for horror,
That one's
the
really
monkey
cool.
one
Yeah.
is the best one. For non-horror, I really like my Galactus one.
Of course he
It's
did.
Okay.
fucking massive. Yeah, it's
Controversy surrounding that one.
yeah, 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 yeah. But no, it's it's a good fucking yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things, right? People want collectibles, and
It's so fascinating how it's like become a thing within the last couple of years.
I
Like
don't remember who
the
started this
popcorn bucket.
trend.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, I know Dune kind of popularized it because
Oh
of
yeah,
how like
yeah, right. The flashlight Dune
Yeah,
yeah.
popcorn bucket. Yeah,
but I don't remember where this all started. Interesting.
yeah, it is interesting. Like now, it's like fucking every big movie has its own popcorn bucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I know the last summer one was so lame. I was like, so
Oh
lazy.
yeah, you know, some
Yeah.
of them are just like
What was it? I don't remember seeing
It
that.
was like a
Isn't it a tackle box? Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
lame.
lame. It was very lame.
I have Chucky, Art, Slimer, and Pennywise. Those are the only four I have.
That's already a lot.
Is it?
I have Slimer. I have
Now you got like
the
10 of
Ghost
them.
Trap and Galactus. That's the three I have.
Nice.
Yeah,
You have 10, you said, Joe?
I have a lot.
Yeah, you saw him in his apartment.
I got like
Yeah.
Alien I got the Alien Romulus, like face hugger.
Oh, that
Thing.
one's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
I got
Oh, you got that tomb.
art. I got
that
the
tomb.
Nosferatu.
You got a monkey.
Yeah, the monkey.
Yeah, I have the monkey too. That's right.
Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck
50
knows.
bucks for the freaking Annabelle with the popcorn bucket, dude. That's
Oh,
fucking
sure.
insane.
Yeah,
Stupid.
that's the other thing too. They're all fucking crazy expensive.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we get popcorn with it, which is like $25 already in the movie theater. So it's like, but whatever. Oh, and I got the Scream one too. Ghostface popcorn
Is
bucket.
it just Ghostface? Like
That's
face?
when they were like 25
Mhm.
bucks.
Yeah,
The
that
Ghostface
was.
one. I remember getting that one.
Yeah, that one might have been one of the first ones I remember when it
It
was, like,
was.
people were going crazy over it, and it like sold out, and AMC like released it online and stuff. So
Right. Yeah, it's, you know, you're right.
yep. So that might actually been the first one I can remember. And those had cups too. I remember because I have those two, the cups for them. But anyway, that's it. We've gone on a huge tangent here at the end of this
Yeah.
episode. We reviewed together anyway. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed our review. Next week, what do we got, Steve?
So my bad theater is not playing Toxic Avenger, unfortunately. So it's not playing anywhere.
We'll
around
get to
here.
it. We'll get to it.
So yeah, when we can, we will. But so it's my pick, and I am picking a movie that I feel doesn't get enough love in the horror community, and I think we need to kind of just because when we review movies, somehow like things happen. It's a weird like phenomenon sometimes. Joe will send me messages like, "Look at this!" Like Campfire Tales out of nowhere
Yeah.
is getting all this love. So we're gonna review The Collector, which I think is going to be a fun discussion because we're all
Yeah.
collectors as well, and it's an interesting movie that I think needs more love. So that's why. I picked it.
Definitely. Yeah, that's one I haven't seen in a while, and I agree. It's even the sequel, and then the third one we'll talk about next week. But even the third one was supposed to get made, and then COVID messed it all up and stuff. So it has a very fascinating story on the third one. But yeah, I'm excited. So go and check it out, The Collector, for next week. I agree, Steve. Maybe one of the more underrated horror franchises. Can you call it a franchise? There's only been two of them. I don't know, but I think there needs to be more of them, and we'll discuss next week. In the meantime, you can keep up with the podcast, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Just search the Horror Squad Podcast. You can email us anytime, the Horror Squad Podcast at gmail.com. But the best way to keep up with the podcast is our Discord. You should already be on there if you're not already. Come and join in on the fun. Steve hosts Movie Club there every single month, which is tonight. If you're listening the day this episode releases, Friday, August 29th. So come and join us for Movie Club. Steve puts a Zoom link in, and all your fellow horror fans join on Zoom. Steve plays the movie, and it's a ton of fun. Plus, there's a ton of other channels to sift through on there. We're always dropping behind the scenes stuff for the podcast and as far as the movie and the final episode. So yeah, come and join us on Discord. It's linked over on our Instagram, or send us an email or a DM and we'll get you a link to join completely free. Also, don't forget important dates. Hocus Pocus weekend is 1 month away. It's just a bunch of Halloween.com. Most events are sold out, but there are some tickets left for the screening and the autograph signing. I think everything else, though, is sold out. There might be a few trolley tickets left that just dropped last minute. So yeah, once again, it's just a bunch of Halloween.com for all details regarding that. And I think, tpublic.com merch, which shorts are now available. Apparently, we just found out, as well as new dad and trucker hats as well. So apparently there's always new merch dropping. We don't even know. T Public just throws stuff up there, and we're like, oh wow, we got that now. A new design is in the works, folks, and it looks fucking incredible. That's all I can say. Shout out to Corey, our listener, for doing that for us. We can't wait to reveal that for you. Let's just say 'tis the season will be about the time that will drop. And it's not Halloween. I'll say that. So keep an eye out for that new design, which is, I gotta say, one of definitely my favorites that will be dropping. It's very, very cool. And yeah, so I think that's about it, folks. Don't forget also leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. That helps us too. And that's it. So we'll see you next week for The Collector. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.